Okay.
Good evening, good afternoon, however you are. This is Football TV, where we bring you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. For today, I am your presenter, Gregphina, saying stay with me, share our live stream, invite someone to join you as I bring information right to you. So today, I'm bringing you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media within March, July 10th, 2023. And today is Monday, just in case you have forgotten. So, to my beautiful listeners, if you are in Liberia, a pleasant good morning. If you are out of Liberia, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Please stay with me, share this live stream. Before we proceed with our news presentation of headlines, let me first motivate you with this quote. Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. As you go to work this morning, as you join on in your business, in your class, I want you to be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. So we take a short break. When we get back, I hit you up with our headlines of news here. But for today, we have in studio the Hot Pepper newspaper, the Daily Observer newspaper, the New Down newspaper. And right after there, we go to our international news from CNN and ABC News. Stay with me, please. Continue to share this live stream. Thank you. Welcome back again to another daily edition of Inside the Print Media. I'm officially welcoming you all to our first daily news here on Football TV. So for today, we have few newspapers in studio. We have the Hot Pepper newspaper, the Daily Observer newspaper, the New Down newspaper, along with international news from our sources, CNN and ABC. So firstly, let me deal with my country newspaper, that is the Hot Pepper newspaper. Stay with me, please. After betrayal, Prince Johnson begs Riyadh for campaign money. Wow. Authoritative sources close to Nima County Senator Prince Ward Johnson have told the Hot Pepper that after the public and defaming portrayal against President George Weah and his coalition for democratic change, that is the CDC, in favor of Ambassador Joseph N. Boakai in the Unity Party, UP, the senator is secretly sending the messages of the president soliciting money to fund his senatorial campaign day in the upcoming 2023 general and presidential elections. Stay on on the hot paper newspaper. We now move over to another headline. Physically challenged threatens to sue GT Bank. Physically challenged threatens to sue GT Bank. Sam Dean, an advocate in aspiring for Moscow County, District Number 8, wished to benefit from his constitutional rights and universal rights skills like any other Liberian or individual on planet Earth. But the rights implementation faces huge challenges in Liberia. Physically challenged means any individual with a physical disability or handicap or a person who has physical disabilities and infirmities. Stay on the hot pepper newspaper. We now move over to another headline. ALP decides party's direction for 2023 election. ALP decides party's direction for 2023 elections. The All Liberian Party, ALP, has convened an extraordinary National Executive Committee, that is NEC meeting, in which it primarily discussed the political direction of the party in regard to the 2023 general and presidential elections. The meeting was attended by the diaspora leadership of the ALP. We now move over to Daily Observer News. The headlines. Stand behind your Sunkun, Waka urges Nimba voters. Stand behind your Sunkun, Waka urges Nimba voters. If we are to win these elections in the first round, we can do it by simply supporting him, Waka said in an appeal as he lifted the hand of Senator Kuhn. Former Vice President Joseph Waka is in the fight of his political career. Wow. At 77, Waka is keenly aware that his only chance of being president of Liberia is to mount the strongest opposition challenge to the incumbency of President George Weah. Nimba is known for standing behind its own, and I urge you to stand behind your son, and provide him with your full support. Waka said while appealing to the people of Nimba who show up in their numbers at a rally over the weekend in Kanta City to support his presidential ambition. Stay on the Daily Observer newspaper. Ganta mourns as fire disaster claims for life the remains of Sam, Ruth, and their daughter in a casket behind and being taken to Bone County for burial. Wow. Ganta mourns as fire disaster claims 4 lives the remains of Sam, Ruth, and their daughter in a casket being taken to Bone County for burial. The deceased have been identified as Sam Kermu, his wife, Kofa Kermu, their 10-month-old daughter, Semeta Kermu, and the mother of Ruth. A devastating fire incident in Kanta has claimed the lives of 4 individuals, including a 6-month-old baby and an elderly woman. The fire broke out in the early morning hours of July 7th, and despite the efforts of neighbors and the Liberia National Police to quench it, the victims were burned beyond recognition as they remain trapped in the 3-bedroom house, eyewitnesses claim. Wow. Stay on the Daily Observer newspaper. We now move over to another headlines. Ministry of Justice unwilling to provide evidence in Councillor Scott murder case. Ministry of Justice unwilling to provide evidence in Councillor Scott murder case. This irregular and strange conduct of George Willie to bring the motion for discovery is flawed and has no legal foundation. It must be reversed. And it is so pray the Ministry of Justice said in the petition for a right of certiorari. We now move over to front page Africa. Senator Prince Johnson claims Lima County will produce Liberia's next president. Choose Senator Combs' election as Waka running mate. Senator Prince Johnson claims Lima County will produce Liberia's next president. Choose Senator Combs' selection as Waka running mate. Area in Ganta, Nima County, Senator Prince Johnson told citizens of Nima County on Saturday that the county will produce Liberia's next president through Senator Jeremiah Combs. Vice Senator burial to former Vice President Joseph Yuan Bwaka, Senator burial of the Unity Party, UP. Stay on the front page newspaper. We now move over to another headline. Majua Foundation, Liberia launches grant program to empower entrepreneurs for economic growth. Majua Foundation, Liberia launches grant program to empower entrepreneurs for economic growth. The Majua Foundation, Liberia, held a monumentous event at its Congo Town office on July 7, 2023 to officially launch its highly anticipated small business grant program. The program aims to support small business owners in Liberia, and during the event, 25 entrepreneurs were selected as beneficiaries, each receiving a grant of US 150 United States dollars. Before we move over to the last segment of our news from Liberia, that is the New Down newspaper, let's take a short break and I'll be right back. Thanks for sharing our live stream. Thanks for listening to these updates as I equip you with information relating to our country. Please stay with me and I'll be right back. Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Maddie for the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. And today I am still your host and your presenter, Gregphina C. Parr. So I'm encouraging you to please share our live stream. Thank you for watching. I also encourage you to please purchase the newspaper as it helps you for further information. So kindly purchase the newspaper at an affordable price. So we move over to the last week, that is the new down newspaper. Wasted opportunity, former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and fellow co-chair of the United Nations panel of experts RT Honorable Helen Clark have jointly written the United Nations General Assembly expressing concerns over opportunity being wasted by the world leaders on pandemic prevention, preparedness, and response. In their open letter to the world leaders and decision makers, responsible for political declarations, Mistress Salif and Honorable Clark want leaders to use the upcoming September 20 UNGA high-level meeting on pandemic prevention and preparedness and response to agree to commitments on the process. Stay on the news, down newspaper. Business can feed inmates. Business can feed inmates. Indian philanthropist and former honorary consul general to Liberia, Mr. Opitna Sadiva, has proposed that businesses should start feeding inmates to relieve the government of the inmates' food challenge. During his routine, inmates feed exercise at the Monrovia Central Prison Friday, 7 July 2023. Mr. Shaduva, commonly called Mr. Jetty, urged fellow businessmen in Liberia to do something Monday for inmates across the country. This is how I close this segment of our daily news from our sources here in Liberia, the Hot Pepper newspaper, the Daily Observer newspaper, and the New Dawn newspaper. We now move over to international news. And this is our source, the CNN News. New Delhi records wettest July day in the decade as deadly flood hit northern India. Heavy rain brought deadly floods to the northern India on the weekend as the country's capital marked its wettest July day in more than 40 years, according to authorities and local reports. The rains triggered flash floods and landslides, resulting in the death of at least 22 people, mostly in the northern states of Hamachi, Pachi, CNN News 18 reported. 6 dead after knife attack outside kindergarten in Chinese city. 6 dead after knife attack outside kindergarten in Chinese city. 6 people have been killed and one injured in an early morning knife attack outside a kindergarten in southern China, according to Nanjing City Police and Chinese state-run media. The incident took place around 7:40 a.m. on Monday in the Hegan town within Layan, in Guangdong province, said police, stating which called the attack an international injury. State-run tabloid Global Times said that the attacker had used a knife and the police were still pursuing victims identified. Citing witnesses, it said that the casualties include one teacher, two parents, and two children. So sad. Lastly, we move over to the ABC News as our international news. Officials identified 6 victims killed after business jet crashes while approaching California airport amid low security. Officials identified 6 victims killed after business jet crashes while approaching California airport amid low visibility. Officials have identified the 6 people killed when a business jet traveling from Las Vegas to Southern California crashed into a field while approaching an airport. This is how I close the news segment for today from Liberia and the world at large. So before I close this edition of Daily News with Inside the Print Media, I'm sending a sympathetic message to the people of Nima County as they mourn their loss during the fire incident. My condolences to the entire family, and we should pray along with those in China as they lost some students and parents, along with some teachers as well. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Please share our live stream. Don't forget to get a newspaper, please. And I'll be back tomorrow with another daily edition of Inside the Print Media. But with this being said, I am your presenter for today, Gregphina Sipa, leaving you with this motivation. Be there for others, but never leave yourself behind. Have a God bless day, and I love you. Thank you for watching.